G'day, I'm Charlie Pryde.
And I'm Jennifer Pryde. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Pride of the Villages.
Deland, Florida is about an hour and 15-minute drive east of the Villages. Florida Highway 44 runs through the center of the city. Deland is an old Florida city, first known as Persimmon Hollow, for the wild persimmon trees that grow around the natural springs. The area was originally accessible only by steamboat up the St. Johns River. Then Henry Addison Deland, a baking soda magnate from Fairport, New York, visited there in 1876 and envisioned building a citrus, agricultural, and tourism center. That year he bought land and founded the town, naming it after himself. He sold his northern business and hired people to clear land, lay out streets, erect buildings, and recruit settlers, most of whom came from upstate New York. The city of Deland was officially incorporated in 1882 and became the county seat of Volusia County in 1887. The centerpiece of the town was the wooden courthouse that stood until 1929, when the current courthouse was completed. Described at the time as the most beautiful administrative building in the South, the county courthouse is currently listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Deland was the first city in Florida to have electricity. During the 1920s Florida land boom, fine examples of stucco Mediterranean Revival architecture by native architect Medwin Peake and others were constructed in Deland. Many of these buildings have been handsomely restored and are home to many restaurants, boutiques, bars, apartments, and a variety of other services. The downtown Deland Historic District's main street is Woodland Boulevard, and there are a number of free parking lots located around this area. We do note that if you want to experience the full complement of the Historic District's offerings, especially its restaurants and boutiques, visit Tuesday through Saturday, as we found a number of the establishments were closed on our Sunday visit. Nevertheless, the frozen custard store was open, and we took advantage of that. Walking around town with our ice cream, we checked out the beautiful murals on buildings and work of the local artists. The Athens Theater is one of the few existing examples of classic American theater in Central Florida with its Italian Renaissance architecture. The theater's name was derived from the vision of Henry Deland, who sought to create a city that would be the Athens of Florida. However, like many old theaters, it deteriorated over time and eventually closed. But thankfully, community leaders and the residents eventually restored it to its original splendor, and today it hosts film festivals, classic movies, concerts, musicals, and other live performances. In 1883, Henry Deland established the Deland Academy, Florida's first private college. However, after a freeze in 1885 destroyed the orange crop, Henry Deland's investments were nearly worthless, and he returned to his home in the north. Deland entrusted the academy to his friend, John B. Stetson, a wealthy hat manufacturer from Philadelphia and one of the institution's founding trustees. In 1889, it was renamed John B. Stetson University in his patron's honor. Other Florida firsts for the university is that it was the first business school in 1887, was the first university to employ a full-time librarian, and in 1900 it founded the first law school in Florida. The first charter stated that the objective of the university should be to promote the general interests of education and to qualify its students to engage in the learned professions and other employments of society and to discharge honorably and usefully the various duties of life. Jennifer and I spent some time walking the 175-acre campus grounds, as it is designated by the National Register of Historic Places as the Stetson University Campus Historic District for Florida's oldest collection of education-related buildings. Deland Hall opened in 1884. The original cost of the building was $4,000. Deland Hall was known as the first academic building on campus. Today it is known as the oldest building of Florida in continuous use for higher education. Stetson University offers more than 55 majors and minors, leading to a bachelor's degree, and there are 18 graduate programs in business, law, education, counseling, and the Master of Fine Arts. Approximately 4,000 students attend the university. The student-to-faculty ratio is a low 11-to-1, and Stetson boasts a graduation rate of 91%. Known as the Hatters, Stetson University has 18 NCAA Division I teams. Several movies have been filmed on the Stetson campus and in the city of Deland, including the 1981 Ghost Story starring John Houseman and Fred Astaire, and The Water Boy starring Adam Sandler was filmed around campus to include inside the football stadium. While the university is named after John Stetson, he did not stay on campus. Mr. Stetson's winter retreat in Deland was a 10,000 square foot mansion sitting on 2 acres. The 1886 Stetson Mansion is Florida's most historic home, only Gilded Age mansion, and the largest, grandest, and most innovative home ever built in Florida before 1900. It was the first home in Florida designed and constructed with Edison electricity, steam heat, indoor plumbing, and a call bell system. The mansion is still a private estate, not a museum, but it does conduct tours for the Christmas holiday season. Ensure to check out their website if interested in tour dates and times. 5 miles west of Deland is the St. Johns River, and the marina is right off of Highway 44. At the marina, you can rent boats, go on boat tours, or do what we did, just have lunch in a riverfront setting on the St. Johns River Grille. There is plenty of seating, with a view to include a rooftop tiki bar. Jennifer got the shrimp and grits, I the barbecue mac and cheese. Both were very good. Now, if historic districts, mansions, and university campus grounds isn't enough for one day, then check out Deland's Reptile Discovery Center. The Reptile Discovery Center is a unique facility in which visitors are exposed to a wide variety of reptile species. This is a great place to take visitors, especially if you or they appreciate turtles, alligators, and a vast variety of snakes. The Outside Nature Trail features alligators, lizards, tortoises, and other reptiles which can be seen up close in their natural environments. In the center's Serpentarium, dozens of the world's most dangerous and exotic snakes are on display, including a 13-foot king cobra, a black mamba, boomslang, sharp-nosed viper, and a green tree boa. The Serpentarium features all 6 of Florida's venomous snakes, which are the eastern diamondback rattlesnake, the water moccasin or cottonmouth, the pygmy rattlesnake, the eastern coral snake, the copperhead, and the canebrake rattlesnake. But don't worry, villagers, only the first 4 are indigenous to Central Florida. There were also a number of non-venomous snakes native to Florida and from around the world. There was even a cuddling session if you wanted to participate. Now, the reason the center has so many venomous snakes, and when I say many, I mean hundreds, is that the center is also home to Medtoxin Venom Laboratories. Medtoxin is a commercial venom production facility. Medtoxin collects venom from a wide variety of snakes, which is shipped around the world for making anti-venom and for use in pharmaceuticals and medical research. The Reptile Discovery Center is one of only a handful of facilities in the United States and around the world where venom extraction can be viewed safely in a comfortable setting. Only safety glass separates the viewing public from expert handlers and some of the world's most dangerous snakes. We witnessed venom extraction from coral snakes, rattlers, cottonmouths, and cobras. So a very unique experience and only a $12.50 admission charge for seniors. And if you have a pet snake back in the villages, get some frozen rodents to go. So that's our review of the city of Deland and some of the activities that it has to offer. And hopefully you too get a chance to visit Deland. So that's all for this video. We are hoping that you're having a fantastic day, and we'll see you on the next video.